What's up, beautiful people? This is your girl Chris back in the building with another video. I hope all is well. So, we're here to talk about the Tory Lanez case and the fact that he filed his appeal, which we all saw coming. We knew it was coming. He hired an entire legal team in order to accomplish this goal. So, we're going to talk about this. And some things in here surprised me, and some things in here didn't surprise me. Okay, and we're going to talk about that. But before we get started, thank you for coming through. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video and give me your feelings and thoughts around this. So this is from the Neighborhood Talk, and I like to cite the sources because it's important to give people credit. The article goes like this. Tory Lanez submits an appeal in the Meg Thee Stallion shooting case. Claims the prosecution unfairly submitted evidence that made him look bad. Now, some people are like, wait, isn't that their job to make you look bad? You have to be careful when you're trying cases. I'm not a lawyer, but I definitely saw an incident that played out on social media that could have cost the XXX case to go into a mistrial. All right, and I'll tell you about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So neighbors, Tory Lanez drama continues. According to TMZ, Tory and his new defense attorney have submitted an appeal to the court against his guilty verdict. They claim that the prosecution unfairly submitted irrelevant evidence that made him look bad, which ultimately led to his conviction. So what was it, right? What made him look bad? He has this new lawyer, Jose Bass. Jose actually represented Casey Anthony and got her off. If you guys remember that case, this is a lady who was accused of killing her daughter, and he got her off on a technicality. So this is what he's going for, technicality. So it shows. So the first thing they're saying is this. Tory's new lawyer claims that during the trial, the prosecution submitted a shirtless picture of Tory with his gun tattoos for identification purposes. But Bass believes that they were trying to sway the jury to believe that Tory had a fondness for guns. Now, this is his body, and he had a tattoo. And people who get tattoos of anything, that means you have a fondness for it, right? But here's where the technicality comes in at. When I was watching the XXX case, the three men who were eventually found guilty of killing X, they were allowed every day to dress in suits, right? Every day. There was a day where I guess the jurors were coming in and they were trying to change for trial, the three guys. And one of the guys claimed that the jurors saw him in his prison outfit. This turned into a huge situation, to the point where the judge stopped the entire trial, questioned the juror, questioned the actual one of the guys whoever made the claim, to clarify, did you see him in his prison outfit? Because the goal is this: you're innocent until proven guilty, right? So this could be considered a technicality, because you have taken something that could sway a person's mind, because you've shown them that a gun is on their body, which means they have a propensity and a fondness for guns. So that's how serious that is. I just watched that with XXX. This judge completely stopped the case. You can go back and look for it, and question the juror and question the actual, the defendant. Or was it one of the guys that killed X? He questioned it. Once he cleared it up and they claimed they didn't see it, they kept moving with the trial. But that guy could technically say, no, they saw me and I want a retrial, right? That's how serious this is. So that's the first thing that they're claiming, all right? So Bass also says it was reversible error for the prosecution to threaten to present Tory's rap lyrics to the jury. Now, I believe that discussion was had out of earshot of the jury, or it could have been. So that means that he was saying that when he said he threatened them, that means that they could say, well, that 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 led the jurors to believe that something was in the lyrics that said that he had a fondness for guns. Again, technicality. I think that's weak, but again, I think the shirtless thing is a stronger case than the fact that they threatened to show your lyrics. Come on now, get out of here. Now, the other thing is, they say also, Baz is calling out the prosecution for playing the 80-minute interview for Kelsey Harris' original statement when she recanted most of her information on the stand. Baz also says it was wrong that to admit on Instagram that to let them have an Instagram post claiming that the cops had matched the bullets. I think it was Meg Thee Stallion's friend had said that they had matched some bullets or whatever. Let's start with the Kelsey situation. The reason why the Kelsey situation was admitted was because initially it was excluded, right? The 80-minute tape for Kelsey was excluded because it was a deposition. But when Tory's team kept on pushing the issue and alluding to the fact that Kelsey was coerced or forced or threatened into making certain statements during the prosecution's interview, the judge allowed for that to be entered. It was his own team that made that error. So I don't know how far that'll go. Okay. The other thing that he's claiming is that he also says it was wrong to allow statements Megan made to the cops that Tory said immediately after the shooting, please don't say anything because I am on probation. Now you're reaching. If you're on probation, you're on probation. You're reaching. She's just telling her side of what was said, right? But but you can consider that hearsay. But she is still telling her story. She's the victim. So the only one that I could see being like one that could be a concern or could be considered a technicality is the one where his shirt was off, because that is important to give that person a fair chance in terms of image. This is why in trials they don't try to bring everything up in from that person unless it's necessary. Tory is expected to be sentenced next month. The lawyer is trying to reverse damn near everything that happened during the trial, and on the back end it says share your thoughts. So again, this is my feeling is that I definitely feel like the only one that I feel that it has the strongest has a strong chance is the one with the shirt off, because that could be perceived as that you were showing that he has a fondness for guns. But at the end of the day, you chose a tattoo. That is your body. They can submit pictures of you if they want to, but that's the only one I kind of question a little bit. I'm not going to do any predictions on this. I've already kind of said what I wanted to say about it. Court cases are unpredictable. So if he wins an appeal, that's fine. And if he doesn't, then that's fine. It's like I'm at a point where I've kind of passed this case now. But I just wanted to kind of give my opinion about that part where the shirt being off could be an issue, because it could be perceived as trying to sway the jury about his shirt being off had nothing to do with him shooting Meg Thee Stallion. So I could see that being like a technicality. So we'll see how this plays out and what happens here. You can go back to my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, look at the actual tarot readings. And I did do an update on the sentencing. So, and I think the sentences may be in membership. But we're going to go ahead and call this a day. And I have two videos. The first one is going to be on Jonathan Majors and the text messages the text message that his lawyer put out thinking this was helping his case. And it did not, in my opinion. 99% of the comments were like, this made it look worse. So the first video is on that, and this is our second video for the channel today. Again, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Throw your feedback in the chat, whether you believe he did it or not. The main thing is we have to respect each other's difference. So you gotta, sometimes you gotta kind of agree to disagree, right? So again, the technicalities are that his shirt was, they showed the jury a picture of his shirt being off that showed a gun. They feel like that could have swayed the jury. The 80-minute video of Kelsey's testimony, Meg Thee Stallion saying, please don't tell because I'm on probation. And then the part about, let me make sure I'm saying everything in here. So we talked about the shirt being off. We talked about, the rap lyrics, right? I think they only threatened that once they were trying to say like he was going to take the stand, and they had said, if he takes the stand, that gives us a right to, there was something about introducing the lyrics at one point, because if he takes a stand, that will give them the right to ask questions. And that's technically their job, to ask questions, right? So anyway, guys, we'll see. Like, again, court cases are very unpredictable. You just never know. And I will follow this case as usual. And I will talk to you soon. And I'm out of here. I got to get ready to take care of my next client. But yeah, this is on the appeal process. So the appeal is finally filed, and we will follow this through. And I don't feel like it's going to take long for us to hear about it. I feel like I'm almost feeling like it's going to be maybe less than 15 days, maybe 1 to 20 days, maybe more. But it just feels like it almost is almost kind of giving me the energy that it's going to come up sooner rather than later. It's going to come up pretty quickly, guys. So we'll hear about it. Anyway, have a great day. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. And again, whether you agree or not with what's going on with Tory Lanez, make sure that in the comment section you can agree to disagree and be respectful. Because at the end of the day, it's really not our fight. Like, it makes no sense for us to be divided. His faith is his fate, and that's between him and God now. All right, peace and blessings. Have a great day. Bye-bye.